Hi guys, so this is the first of many videos. I did decide to start actually vlogging and posting it out there. So if you're cool with me, if you ain't, whatever, just like tune in and see what I gotta say. And you guys know I always got a lot to say. Honestly, I'm just gonna be very straight up with everybody. I want to get better at speaking. I want to get better at talking to people because one of my dreams is to be doing a TED Talk one day. So if I want to do that, I gotta obviously start practicing now. And I apologize for my dog in the background because he's just so annoying. And if I yell at him, don't judge me. So let's start. So my first video is gonna be exactly what you guys read. I quit my job, and I'm about to quit being this dog's owner if you don't shut the up. But shut up, Bubbo! No! No! Sorry. So yeah, I quit my job, and many of you guys already knew, but in case you didn't, in case you just tuning into this video and you're like, yo, who are you? By the way, I'm Janelli. I like to talk inspiration, motivation. I like to talk about faith, art. I'm a creator, a creative, whatever you want to call it. I'm an artist. There's gonna be a lot of creativity in this. And whatever I talk about, whatever I share with you guys, just know and just trust that it's always gonna be for the betterment of you. And it's always gonna be some kind of knowledge or something that you didn't know, or maybe something you did know, but in a different perspective. So that's what I like to do. That's my passion. My passion is always helping and uplifting. So that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about in these kind of videos. So hopefully you like it. If not, I think you will though. Anyways, again, I apologize for my dog being annoying. So yeah, I quit my job. Let's get back to that. Why? What was I doing? What was I thinking? Is you crazy? All these questions are going through your mind, right? So I was a veterinary nurse for a couple of years. Well, I was officially licensed for about 2 years. Before that, I was just in there doing the assisting. But yeah, I am a licensed nurse, a veterinary nurse here in Nevada, whatever, tomato. I love animals, and I still do. It wasn't because I had a sudden change of heart and I hate animals now, or something happened at work what I just don't like. It's nothing like that. Deep in my heart, I've always been an artist, always been a creator. That's just something that I grew up doing. It was just natural for me, and I just gained all this practice just growing up. I know my fellow artists out there will understand me, or even anybody in general, because I feel like everybody's creative. They just have to find out exactly what they want to create. A lot of people have this common misconception thinking that you have to have this talent naturally for you to be a creator, to create anything, but that is not true. You can learn it. Self-improvement, self-development is something that I am actually obsessed with. It's something that we could all learn. It's definitely not for the chosen. It's not that I have a problem with authority or anything, but I just got tired of listening to somebody else and working so hard for somebody else, because I am a hard worker. I like to work hard. I like to do my job right. That's one of the things that I'm also obsessed with. Anything that I do, I like to do it right. After years of just suppressing my inner butterfly, my soul just couldn't take it anymore. The best description that I can provide for you is it was just torture. It just felt like my wings couldn't spread, and that's the best way that I can try to explain it to you guys. I did not like that feeling, and I was just always suppress it because the security of having paychecks. I mean, I got paid good, whatever. People get paid good, which is another reason why people don't leave jobs. And maybe because they love it, they actually genuinely love it. But the fact of the matter is, I didn't love it. At one point I did, don't get me wrong. I always wanted to be a veterinary nurse since I was young. I wanted to work with animals. I wanted to get into the veterinary field. In fact, the first veterinary job that I had when I was young, I was 17 years old, and I remember I was walking down the street where the hospital was located, and I remember thinking to myself, you know, I really want to go in there. I really want to see how it is. I always had this curiosity. So I actually walked in there and I asked the receptionist if I can volunteer just to, you know, get a feel of it. And then she told me no, because I was 17 years old. I have to be at least 18, and I couldn't do it. So I was crushed. My heart was like, But I remember walking out of there and I saw it. I saw it in my head. I literally visualized it. Ever since I was young, I've had this imagination in my head, and I said, I'm gonna step my foot in there. I'm gonna one day be inside those doors, and I'm gonna know what it's gonna be like. A lot of you guys know that growing up, like especially in the east side, especially growing up Latina and whatever, you're not really, your parents just want you to go and work. Having these kind of aspirations, ambition in your head is kind of like over the top. I just always had this imagination. So I said that I was gonna be in there, and then lo and behold, a few years later, I went to school, and that was they hired me. They hired me there, where I said I was gonna be at. And I remember tweeting about it at this time because I've had a Twitter since back then. I am a veteran at Twitter. I remember tweeting saying that I am gonna be inside those doors. I am, and I didn't really know. I just always said things like that, and then I thought about it once I got the job. I was like, whoa! I remember saying that I was gonna be in there. So I always stress visualization. It is so true. You need to realize and visualize where you want to be at. I'm telling you this story to kind of give you an idea of how I really did want to do this at some point, and I ended up doing it. I did it for almost 5 years, and I don't regret it. I remember going there and time would just go by super fast. It was my dream job. I thought I did it. I thought I had it in life. Wow, dumb. I'm glad that I did it. I gained that experience. I gained some personal connections, and it's all great. It's all nice. I'm still cool with both of the hospitals that I've been at. I'm cool with everybody. Like, I just never think about burning bridges. I'm very upfront and honest about who I am. So that at some point I wanted to do, but after growing, getting into self-development and learning new things about business, I just was introduced to a whole new world of entrepreneurship. I thought that was the most interesting thing I've ever heard of. Being introduced to it was crazy, and it intrigued me. And what can I do? If something intrigues me, if something builds up my curiosity, I am set to try to find out exactly what it means or how it feels to be that very thing that I've grown this obsession with. Fear was the thing that was stopping me. It's a hard thing, you're getting paychecks and it's just so secure for you. When you're gonna get them, what you have to put aside for your rent, for your bills and all that. And I don't live with my mom, so it's another thing, and it's been like that for a while. It's scary to want to transition to, but how am I gonna know if I never try? There's nobody that's gonna come here and save me and say, here, Janelle, let me be your sugar daddy and give you all this money and you can do whatever you want. You don't gotta worry about it. Like, sugar daddies ain't that bad if they didn't want no sugar. You know what I mean? Do they accept sweet and low because I ain't giving no sugar. You know what I mean? I finally did it. I finally mustered up the courage, and I just felt like the time was right. The timing is just where it's supposed to be, and I'm gonna learn from it. I'm not gonna go back because I already know that being a veterinary nurse or being in that field is not something that I want to do, and I'm not gonna put myself in something that I know I don't wanna do anymore. That's even more torturous. But at this point, being at a job or being somewhere where I don't want to be for most of my day and most of my week, I'm not gonna put my soul through that. And I'm not saying that I won't have another job anytime. I just really like experiences. I just always pray every day. The first thing I do when I wake up is think about the Lord and pray and read. And I try my best to do that and try to stay connected and put His will in front of mine ultimately. I just gotta go for it though. I can't let things stop me. You shouldn't let it stop you. If you feel like it's like if you don't know if it's the right decision or not, and you've been praying about it and doing what you need to do to figure out what God's will is for you, I think one of the things that we also need to be aware of is that maybe He already gave us the answer. We haven't gone through with it. We haven't made that jump. We haven't done it. And I felt like that was getting thrown at me like, look, you need to just do it and you're gonna know how it is and how it feels. And trust me guys, I am feeling it. I'm feeling all kinds of things. My soul is better and I feel like I'm coming out more. I'm being more me of who I am. And that's why I started wanting to do these videos. I'm being more me. I definitely feel like Janelle is here. She's coming. You'll see who she really is throughout the next, I don't know if you guys are still around and I'm still around and you guys are still connected with me online or whatever, even personally, because I love people. My soul feels freer. I don't have that dread anymore, and that was the thing that kind of pushed me over the limit. It kind of gave me that shove, like, here, poo. I'm just like, oh wait, I wasn't ready. but you know, whatever. I'm here now. I landed in it. The fall wasn't that hard. It's gonna be an experience, and I have very big dreams. I have big goals that I want to accomplish in entrepreneurship. I'm there. I know, you know, I wanted to do it. I visualized it and I did it. And one of my other ones is to speak at a TED Talk one day. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna just be documenting a lot of the things that I've been doing. My time is just so free now. I get to do what I want. But trust me guys, it's not as easy as like maybe I'm making it seem, but it's definitely not. The thing that I love about it is that I don't have this dread of doing something I don't want to do. I'm definitely more in control of what I do want to do, of course, with the Lord by my side or being the one that guides me. No, I'm busier than ever. I have to make sure that I got this bread to pay my rent. I gotta make sure that I got this bread to get some bread. It's more pressure, but it's not someone else putting it on me. It's me putting it on me. If I can work hard for somebody else, I can definitely work hard for me, and I feel the same for anybody out there, every hard worker out there. Obviously, if I was lazy, I wouldn't have done it, because then I'd be like, man, I know myself. I know I'm not gonna do it, so why am I gonna do it? But you know what? That comes with, that can be fixed. That can be fixed, so don't get discouraged there. I'm just gonna be documenting things, random videos here and there. I'm into fitness, I'm into animals, I'm into motivation, inspiration, the Lord, everything like that. Just stay tuned. I'm just gonna throw stuff out there. I'm gonna have my creativity just popping out and jumping in whenever, and it's just gonna allow me to express my why did I sound like I was gonna talk like a cow? Express myself. I just want to express myself, and I want to share it with you guys, and I hope that you guys learned a lot from it and gained some wonderful gems, and you guys keep those for you, because that's the value that I want to give you, and that's from the bottom of my heart. Anyways, thank you for watching this. If you guys have any questions and you want to see if I'm still alive and I haven't drowned and all that stuff, message me and just let me know, dude. I'm very open online, and just like publicly posting, I'm not too personal, but if you gain rapport and a relationship with me, I'm definitely very open about what I'm going through and my struggles and stuff, because that's just how I am. I feel like when you're close to somebody, you just tell them. Stay tuned for more, and yeah.